How can we extend the life of pavement? Preserving pavement is a huge concern, whether you are a homeowner, a business person, a city or county, or an engineer who is in charge of highway maintenance. In general, very few of us know why our driveways, parking lots, and streets deteriorate, while we spend millions trying to extend the life of asphalt. And have you ever wondered why private drives, bicycle paths, and parking lots tend to go to pot faster than the streets in your neighborhood? We will answer these and other questions in this mini pavement maintenance seminar and talk about the future of pavement maintenance. To be honest, the asphalt industry has not been interested in protecting and preserving asphalt in the past. Cheap oil and the need to dispose of waste from the petroleum production made asphalt and many of the coatings used to make asphalt pretty are the perfect dumping ground for the petroleum industry. The asphalt industry has developed many different coatings and so-called sealers to make asphalt look pretty. Many of these coatings are applied annually or every couple of years in the guise of protecting the asphalt. Some of these coatings actually shorten the life of the asphalt. In this presentation, we'll explain the difference between topical asphalt coatings and a newer scientifically designed sealer from Hawk Seale that will permanently protect and preserve your asphalt. Driveways, parking lots, and bike trails deteriorate faster than streets. Without the compaction from heavier traffic, driveways, bike trails, and parking lots tend to decompress and absorb more moisture. They begin to deteriorate quickly and require more and more maintenance as time goes on. Weathering and oxidation starts immediately and is the major cause of pavement failure, and it occurs throughout the life of the pavement. The majority of damage occurs during the first 2 to 4 years before the pavement is protected from absorbing moisture. Typically, sealers are not applied until years later when some form of deterioration is already beginning to show up. People tend to want to get some of the use out of the pavement before they think about spending more money to preserve it. This delay in sealing the pavement sets the stage for early failure and a shorter lifespan for the pavement. Weathering and oxidation removes the light asphalt particles from the surface of the pavement through evaporation. This causes the top half-inch of the pavement to dry out and become more brittle than the rest of the pavement. And this brittleness begins the premature cracking and or raveling of the surface. It opens up the pavement to moisture and damage from freeze and thaw cycles in the north and the extreme hot weather and rain cycles in the south. Traditional sealers provide more aesthetics than protection. They fail to address the primary cause of pavement failure, which is water getting into the pavement structure. In fact, they can actually trap moisture in the pavement, causing more damage. When construction is finished, the typical level of compaction leaves the asphalt with 5 to 8% air voids that take in moisture. What we mean by air voids is that spaces between the aggregate in the asphalt, and you cannot compact it totally out. There's no 100% compaction making it an airtight or waterproof surface. So then these voids then take in the water. The summer heat then causes the moisture to evaporate, taking the lights out of the asphalt with it. The lights are the smaller asphalt molecules, similar to the difference in the viscosity between diesel and gasoline. This evaporation is what you smell on hot summer days waiting in traffic or walking across parking lots. And we all know what that smells like. This evaporation reduces the ability of the asphalt in the pavement to hold the aggregate tight, allowing the pavement to begin cracking and allowing even more moisture to penetrate the pavement. Over time, the moisture gets through the pavement and into your base, which leads to alligating, potholes, and more repair, and eventually the high cost of overlay with a newer layer of asphalt or complete replacement. Have you ever noticed the little volcanoes in freshly sealed asphalt where the sealers or crack fillers have been applied? That's where the moisture is pushed up through the asphalt coatings, creating small vent steam holes for the steam to escape. On hot summer days on fresh asphalt, you can smell the lights and the steam as it rises and takes the light asphalt particles with it. This dries out the pavement in the process, makes it brittle, and also makes room for more water for the next cycle of evaporation and deterioration. Many cosmetic sealers can do more damage than good. They coat the top of the pavement but fail to waterproof the pavement, allowing moisture to penetrate the pavement. They actually help increase the buildup of steam that builds up on hot summer days that carries the lighter asphalt particles up and out of the pavement, drying it out, which then allows it to take in more water, and the deterioration cycle continues at a more rapid pace, gradually getting into the base underneath the pavement. Moisture penetrates the pavement and gets into the road base. Potholes and alligating begins, leading to expensive repairs and the pavement looking very unappealing. We've all seen our streets like this. Pretty common. Introducing Hawk Seale. It's a true penetrating sealer formulated to penetrate the pavement, filling the cracks and those air voids with a silicone-like barrier, preventing moisture from entering the pavement permanently. Once cured, it is impervious to moisture, all fuels and oils, and stops further deterioration of the pavement. Hawk Seale replaces the light asphalt particles that have evaporated from the pavement by UV rays and heat, which stops further deterioration in the pavement. Hawk Seale E's molecular structure is heavier than water, and it is positively charged to pull the product into the pavement. The extracting Hawk Seale softens the asphalt in the pavement to allow copolymers to adhere to the asphalt and aggregate in the pavement, sealing the pavement from the bottom up. Hawk Seale E sets up like a silicone in the pavement and is fully cured in 7 to 10 days. Hawk Seale E becomes impervious to the elements and is a permanent part of the pavement. Hawk Seale will penetrate through other sealers and coatings. It'll penetrate through diesel and oil spills. Minimal preparation is needed other than to remove the debris and the dirt and fill the cracks larger than 3/16 of an inch with a good quality crack filler. Hawk Seale is designed for concrete applications and is ideal for bridge decks, streets, driveways, parking lots, and so forth. Hawk Seale E and C are water-based and will not harm the environment. They will not injure birds, insects, or animals or humans, and will not damage streams, ponds, or rivers. It will not make the streets slippery, and we recommend that it is not ingested. In other words, don't drink it. And gloves and eye protection are recommended. Here's side-by-side photos of opposite ends of Red Oak Street, 18 plus years after being sealed with Hawk Seale E one time. It's still protecting the west end of the street, while the east end is potholed and alligated. Hawk Seale E eliminates the maintenance cycle, crack filling, patching, and ultimately the high cost of overlay. Hawk Seale E is one of the best investments in paving today. They say a photo is worth or a picture is worth 1,000 words. When I was investigating Hawk Seale, I had looked down the street and I saw this spot in the sunlight, and I wondered what it was. I walked down closer and was told that this is where the sealer truck had been parked overnight and it had dripped on the street. This photo is 10 years later. Notice how the cracking stopped when it got to that drip area. To me, that was more proof than all the streets they showed me and all the technical information they gave me. Hawk Seale will literally stop the deterioration of the pavement. This is a finished photo of a driveway. Hawk Seale is opaque in color. The final color will depend on other factors such as previous topical sealers and so forth. Asphalt that's not been coated prior to Hawk Seale will normally have a soft brown color. It will go on like a dirty water, kind of turn a creamy white as the air gets to it, and it will typically dry within 30 to 45 minutes, so there's a minimum of downtime. Hawk Seale Distributing, we're a national distributor. This ensures you're getting the best pricing possible. We can ship any size container that you may need. We have factory reps available for any questions in regard to our products, application, and pricing. Contact us for a quote. Of course, we're looking for dealers across the United States. You can visit our website for more information at hawkseale.com or email us at sales@hawkseale.com. And that's the end of our short course on pavement maintenance.